Frankenstein, Chapter 7. Elizabeth was waiting for me when I returned home. "I'm so glad you are back," she cried. "I was so unhappy without you." "But I can't stay," I told her. "I must go away." The smile left her face. I saw the hurt in her eyes. She was thinking that I did not love her any longer. But I did. More than anything in this world, yet how could I tell her why I really had to leave? Could I have said, "I have to go out and rob graves. I have to make a second devil"? I tried to make her feel better. "As soon as I return," I promised, "we will be married." I kissed her, and then I left. I had decided to go far, far away, to take a boat and go to another country. To England. Perhaps the monster would follow me there. I hoped he would. Then my loved ones back home would be safe. No sooner had I started on my trip than I had a surprise. My friend Clerval turned up beside me. Elizabeth had asked him to go along with me. But how could I make a creature with him around? And I could never have told Clerval my secret. He would have thought me mad. "I'm well again," I told him. "I don't need anyone to take care of me. You need not come along." Clerval laughed and shook his head. "You can't get rid of me," he said. "We are going to have some good times whether you like it or not." How could I have a good time? I who had made that thing of death. And yet, I felt better when my friend was near. He was the happiest man I ever knew. He could make even the stones smile. Once we were at sea, I forgot about my monster. I tried to forget about everything. I looked at the ocean and the sky. I watched the seagulls fly high into the clouds. How free they were, and I felt free myself. By the time we got to England, I was happy. Yes, happy. Clerval and I went everywhere. We laughed and sang and made a lot of friends. But then, one night, I saw the thing. He was standing on a hill, looking at me. He lifted his long and ugly fingers to his own throat and squeezed them. My eyes closed, but only fast enough to blink. When they opened again, he was gone. Perhaps I had not seen him. Perhaps I had only dreamed it. But then I heard the laugh. It was a laugh no living thing had ever made before. I had to get away from my friend. I wrote him a letter. In it was an excuse for my leaving. Then I slipped away while he was sleeping. All I took with me were the things I needed to work with. The time had come. Now I would make a bride for the Frankenstein monster. I went to a place where I could be left alone. It was on a small island. I had to sail a little boat to get there. Only a few people lived in the place. I rented a little cabin near an old graveyard. Nobody ever went there. Good. Day and night I worked at making a wife for my monster. I wanted to get it over with. It made me sick to look at what I was doing, but still I went on with my bones and eyeballs and bits of hair. It was all going very fast, and then one night, there it was. Another horrible thing on the table. I tried not to think about it. Only a little more to do, and it would be alive. Soon he would come for her, and they would go away together. No one would ever hear from them again. Everyone would be safe. But then I thought, what if he was lying to me? And what if they have children? More monsters, more killers. Together they could destroy the world. Just then I heard a scratching sound. It was the monster at my window. He was looking at his bride-to-be. He was waiting. I couldn't stand it any longer. Not one more minute. I ran to the table and tore the thing on it to pieces. Then I threw the pieces of his wife at the window. The monster opened his mouth and howled. It was a sound that seemed to come out of the bottom of the earth. I thought he would break the wall and kill me at once. But no, he dashed down to the sea. He climbed into a boat and soon was gone. I ran out after him and screamed, "I'm not afraid of you. Come for me now." "Not yet," came a voice from across the waves, "but I will be with you on your wedding night."